The fight over the nation's debt limit is heating up as President Biden fires back at House Speaker Kevin McCarthy over his offer to raise the debt limit. And this standoff comes with a looming summer deadline.
Yeah, Congress needs to raise the debt ceiling or default on the nation's loans. NBC's Drew Petrimo is live in Washington with the latest. Drew, good morning.
Well, good morning, David Marine. Experts say the government could hit the debt limit by early June, and so far, Democrats and Republicans seem far apart. In fact, one of the major sticking points is whether they should even be negotiating about this at all.
With the deadline fast approaching, President Biden is taking aim at Republicans.
No one should do anything to jeopardize the full faith and credit of the United States of America. Instead, I'm making threats of default if I don't go along with what they want.
President Biden is standing firm in his pledge not to negotiate over the debt limit. He argues it's a routine procedure to pay the nation's bills. He even quoted former President Trump to make his point.
He said, quote, "I can't imagine anybody ever even thinking about using the debt ceiling as a negotiating wedge." I guess he didn't know the new MAGA Republicans he bred.
But Republicans like House Speaker Kevin McCarthy want to use the debt limit vote to force spending cuts.
If you gave your child a credit card and they kept maxing it out to the limit, you wouldn't blindly just raise the limit. You'd change their behavior.
McCarthy outlining a new Republican proposal to raise the debt limit if Democrats agree to cut spending, including canceling the president's plan to forgive student loan debt, limiting spending increases, taking back unspent COVID funds, and rescinding funding for new IRS agents.
President Biden has a choice. Come to the table and stop playing partisan political games. Or cover his ears, refuse to negotiate, and risk bumbling his way into the first default in our nation's history.
Experts warn the government could hit the debt limit as early as June.
Now, so far, Democrats seem far apart on this, and the problem is that even if we get close to the deadline, there could be some really negative effects for the economy. When that happened in 2011, it caused the first time in history for the credit rating of the U.S. to be downgraded. Reporting from Washington, I'm Drew Petrimo. Back to you.
And Drew, what do we expect to happen over the next several weeks?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of moving parts here. House Republicans plan to aim to pass their plan next week, but that actually doesn't have any chance really of passing in the Senate. There's also a bipartisan plan coming together in the House, but it's not clear yet if that's going to get a vote. President Biden and top Democratic leaders in the House and Senate are still sticking to their line that they are not going to negotiate over the debt limit. So it appears we are pretty far from any solution. David Marine.
All right, we'll be watching to see what happens. Drew, thank you so much.